Hello, 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 and welcome to a new trading week. I'm your host, Safehouse Paul, and to start, I would like to welcome everyone who's new to today's live trading session that we here at Safehouse call the Opening Bell. For those of you who are unacquainted, the Opening Bell is an exclusive behind-the-scenes look at what goes on our trading desk, and today we almost have the full team. We have George, we have Victor, and we have Wei, who's feeling a little bit under the weather, so he'll be joining us in the chat. Quick reminder to smash that like button and subscribe if you found this useful. And a big shout out to the Safehouse Vanguard members, our premium members who are joining us today for the public Opening Bell session. And if you guys have not already done so, today's daily sitrep can be found on the bulletin. So be sure to clock that before the New York bell rings. For those of you who are not sure what daily sitreps are, they are daily market commentary and analysis that our team produces for our premium members on the daily. And if you want to get access to that, we still have that 2-week free trial that's ongoing. I hear from the team that it is ending soon, so be sure to copy it while you can. 2 weeks, no obligations. You get to jump in to our premium Discord and have a look at everything that our members have access to. That includes daily sit reps, the market analysis that I was just talking about, 2 additional Opening Bell sessions that are more real time and do not have this lag that we experience, this minor lag that we experience on YouTube, as well as direct access to the team to cross your trade setups and ideas. As a quick reminder, I hope you guys enjoyed the disclaimer scene that we had earlier, but in case you missed it, please note that all information from this stream is for educational purposes only and does not constitute financial advice. And I think that's pretty much it on my end. I think we can start off by introducing the team. Let's start with George. George, can you hear me?
Yeah. Hello,
Excellent.
everyone.
What are you watching today?
Bitcoin, as always, because we do have volatility. We do have another trending day. The trend is to the upside. The price is hitting some very, very interesting levels, I would say. Just to give some context, I would hide the horizontals and I will hide this entire thing. And I would like to focus only, I'm 15 minutes time frame. I would like to focus on this. This is the local range, right? Our local range. And the bottom was value area low. And now we are at the value area high. So very nice full rotation. Value area low to value area high, point of control somewhere in the middle. So we need to see what's going on with this. For the moment, we do have a strong trending day. You can see starting during the weekend on Sunday, the price is pushing and pushing. This morning, price once again pushing, leg to the upside consolidation, another leg to the upside consolidation. And this can be seen also as a consolidation, at least for the moment, but very, very important, in my opinion, full rotation, top to bottom, value area low to value area high. Okay, then we do have a couple of things going on here. First of all, let's see, where's this high time frame SNR flip level last week was perfect resistance. Then once again, during the weekend, the price was kind of claiming backtest, and so on. Support, and this is what I posted last night. As long as this level is holding as support, the high time frame SNR flip level from 69,182, as long as this level is holding as support, more upside is possible. And I gave the levels to the upside. Lose this one and that would be weakness. This entire section of the chart can be seen as a failed auction, and that would open the possibility for more downside. How much more downside? Again, we do have levels. But that was not the case. The support was holding, and now we've seen this push to the upside. In between, what we had, well, we do had this, this was the local one we were watching this morning. No reaction whatsoever. The price keeps pushing. So obviously that was not a short trade in my opinion. Then what else do we have in this section of the chart? We have this one, right? So we had this entire section of the chart where the price was creating, starting with this high, then lower high, lower high. So the price was creating liquidity. So we were watching this level 71,870 for a possible swing failure pattern. Only that was never the case. Boom, the price goes here, back testing the level, a new high, back testing the level, new high, and now we are here. So definitely no sign of weakness so far. And apart from the fact that we are at the value high, there is no reason to believe that this will not push higher. A possible reversal here for a possible reversal, I would like to see a change in market structure and at least the price getting acceptance below this level. This should open the possibility for more downside, but until I see that happening, I would have to favor more upside. Then we need to enable the horizontals, right? And we had this daily 71,401. It was an untapped daily level, some rejection, but nothing crazy. Boom, and now the price is pushing above. What do we have above? We do have another daily level, 73,151, untapped daily level. It is always a good idea to pay attention to these levels. And obviously the high 73,951. I'm always looking for a swing failure pattern to trade, even if it is for a scalp and I can squeeze something like 0.3, 0.5, 0.7, 1%. I'm more than happy with that. But overall, the trend is to the upside. And now we need to see what's going on in this section of the chart. And most important, we need to see what NY has to say about this situation. NY, we do have two options. First option, continuation, and that will be very bullish. And at that point in time, to be totally honest, I would expect a new high on the chart, or at least this daily hit. Or this is the top, and we could potentially see the reversal of this entire push to the upside. Now let's move to, this would be in trading view. Now let's move to XO. And this is how it looks like if we take into consideration the TPO profile. Single print after single print after single print after single print. And as you can see, we do have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles to the upside, 30 minutes candle, and the price pushing like more than 4%, right? So this is the very definition of a trending day. Now, what else? Here, a lot of longs opening here, almost 23 million positive delta. I'm not sure if this is the best area to open a long, and check what happened. This gave the possibility of the retracement, right? Another push, and now we get to the template that actually gives us the entry and the take profits. This is the level that I was looking for, 71,870, right? Boom, the price moving to the upside. Check how perfect this backtest is, and then boom, it's to the upside. To the upside this is my latest post in Discord in the premium section, a swing failure pattern. So I marked this high, and if I see a swing failure pattern, I trade one, right? Especially if it gives me this reaction, boom, to the downside, lower low, the backtest of the level, small front run of the golden pocket, but it's in that area. And after that, we start to see the retracement. Where this goes? Well, goes to the local golden pocket, right? And this, in my opinion, this area should be a take profit 1, take profit 2, and that gives enough. So in a trending day, counter trading the trend to be able to get 0.8. Well, I'm not sure if you get the entire move, but I would say a decent entry should be somewhere in this area. Obviously, if I can move this, not this one, but this. It's funny because it's like when I want it to move, it doesn't move. And when I don't want to move, but let's say a decent entry should be in this area. And let's say you got this low, that's 0.6. That is more than enough for a scalp, right? And let's keep the shorts for the moment as scalps, with the possibility to become something more, but let's keep them as scalps, and let's try to keep the longs running as much as possible. Now, we are at the local golden pocket. Now, if someone got this swing failure pattern, take profit one should be in order. What is the next important level to a downside? This is the SNR flip level. So it was claimed, backtest, 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 and it's to the upside. Now let's see what will happen here if this level will hold. First of all, if the price will get here, maybe yes, maybe not, that we don't know. But if the price will get here, I'm interested in the reaction. And if the price gets acceptance below, then the next level to the downside is this daily, and VWAP is here. Below, if the price continue this bearish market structure here and it starts to lose this level, 71,870, and then if it gets acceptance below this daily, 71,401, and below VWAP, at that point in time the possibilities for this to be the top are increasing a lot, and I'll be looking for previous day high, possibly below. This is my trading plan for today, and let's see what the next move will be on the Bitcoin chart. Very nice volatility, very strong trending day to the upside, but now we could potentially see a reversal. Let's see what NY has to say about this, and obviously I'll be more than happy to share my trade with the audience.
Sounds good, George. Thank you for that. And before we jump to Victor, just a quick announcement that I missed out earlier. Opening Bell public ones are on both Mondays and Fridays at 9 a.m. Eastern, half an hour before the New York Stock Exchange bell. And for the premium members, same time, but on Discord on Tuesdays and Thursdays. So if you want to get more of these live trading sessions with the team, be sure to copy your 2-week free trial of our premium membership. Link is in the description below. And I see quite a number of people joining us now. It would be really cool if you could smash that like button and subscribe, ring that bell notification so you don't miss another public opening bell session. And also one more, which is a quick reminder for the Safehouse Vanguard members joining us today. Hi guys, welcome. George has posted the trade review recording on the bulletin. So these trade reviews, so those of you who have submitted your journals, I think they have been reviewed by George, so you can go jump in there after the stream to have a look at the kind of insights that he has provided for those trades. And I think that pretty much wraps up the announcements. Let's go over to Victor. Victor, are you here?
Hello. I am here. Can you hear me?
Right. What are you watching today? Yep.
All right, so I'm sharing my screen. Not sure if you can see it, but I'm watching gold. Can you see that?
Hang on. It's switching. All right. And you're on.
Nice. I have to say, thank you, George, for that wonderful introduction to Bitcoin. I must say it is also very interesting. But since you're already keeping a close eye on that, I'm going to let you take care of that one, but keeping an eye on it as well, because as I posted already this morning for the premium section, this value area high is extremely interesting and extremely crystal clear about what it means, and what I like to do at areas like this. But George is covering Bitcoin, so we'll leave it at that. And gold, wow. I mean, wow, what an absolute beast. If you've ever wondered what is market structure, what is bullish market, you know what, I'm just going to turn everything on. What does bullish market structure look like? It looks exactly like this. No question about it. Absolute raging beast since the end of March, taking off again and again, making higher highs and higher lows non-stop, relentlessly destroying anything that's trying to go against it. Which means that already gives you, here I'm zooming out to the daily time frame now, that already gives you a nice heads up about oh yeah, look at this SR flip down here. That was insane. It gives you a heads up of what this asset is or has been up to since the beginning of March, and that if you decide to go against such a beastly trend, that you have to be extremely good at managing your trades, quick at realizing profits, no financial advice, and not being greedy at all. If you're going with the trend, of course, that's a different story. That's something that we try to cover and instill in our sessions as often as possible. Going with the trend will make your life easier. And in this case, it's a simple buy the dip situation, or it has been for quite a while now. If it does form a horizontal range, then, you know, it's kind of like a Christmas present that you can use as well to kind of do the same thing. And today, I have to say that for me personally, I was completely disconnected from the markets for a week. It was a fantastic vacation. So I have my own rule that I don't like to take trades on my first day back. And I'm collecting information about all the assets that I'm interested in. This one looks absolutely fantastic, and I would appreciate it if it could dip down a little bit lower to give me a nice reason to possibly long the dip again. If it doesn't do that, another thing that could happen, of course, is that it starts changing that market structure, making lower lows and lower highs. Then, of course, shorts would be in order. This is the 50-minute time frame, yeah. That would be then an entry trigger in the other direction. But as it stands now, that is not the case. Today, it has flipped the weekly open, as you can see on screen, and the VWAP. So that's not very bullish. On the other hand, it's already showing a bit of a reaction off of the 618. Another trip down this interesting area, Fibonacci area of support would be interesting. And of course, adding a little bit of volume to it if it wants to load. I guess TradingView was sleeping a bit. Shows us that the local value area low is also a little bit lower. And now, right now, it's stuck at the point of control. So as the premium members know, I don't like entering positions at the point of control. Taking profits is a different story. So if you do happen to be in a short position from higher, well, this is one possibility to take profits. No financial advice, of course. And this value area low might already be an interesting area where I would look for a reaction and a possible trade entry. That's what I'm keeping an eye on today.
Sounds good. Thank you for the quick price action analysis, Victor. We are currently, ladies and gentlemen, 11 minutes from the New York opening bell. If you haven't already, please be sure to smash that like button and subscribe. And if you have any questions from the price action analysis, now would be a great time to ask it. Otherwise, once bell is on and the trading session is live, you can still ask your questions, but they would not be able to come immediately because I don't want to disrupt the team while they are trading live. So, yep, if you have any questions, do feel free to drop them in the chat right now. And as a side note, it will also be very cool to hear if those of you joining us in the audience, are you guys watching Bitcoin and gold as well, or are you like me watching Euro-dollar range for the entire day? That would be really nice to know. Otherwise, we are now 10 minutes from bell, and yeah. Let's jump back over to George.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking at what the price is doing right now, right? So locally, the price is building this bearish market structure, and I can see this. Don't necessarily. I took a long somewhere here. It's just a small position, something to do around before NY open starts. Okay, so usually I don't want to see something like this. I was aiming for the local golden pocket, right? Just to make, those are just small scalps, 0.2, 0.3. But when I see something like this, then I just close the trade. And we still have, like I said, bearish market structure here. Lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high. Now let's see if the price will be able to make a new lower low, and if the price manages to continue. And I'm still interested in this 71,870. This would be the level to tell the story for more upside or more downside, in my opinion. So yeah, let's see what will happen in this section of the chart.
Sounds fantastic. And as a side note, for the Safehouse Vanguard members, we have one request come in about what is the difference between a swing failure pattern, how to identify it, and how does that differ from a filled auction. Good news, the team is currently working on producing the next extension module on this topic. So stay tuned for that. And for those of you who are not yet part of the Safehouse Vanguard, there is a 2-week free trial in the link, and the link is in the description below. And then, that also gives you access to our full library of the essential concepts and strategies that we use on a daily basis for our trading. So if you want to pick up new skills or refresh the ones that you already have, be sure to get your 2-week free trial today. Link is in the description below.
Yep. I guess NY Open would have to say something about the situation because not much is going on. Yeah, we need to see. It's always good to wait for NY Open. I'm just trading to gather information about this kind of behaviors pre-market, and nothing crazy for the moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take
Yeah,
go ahead.
No, I made the review about the trades, very good trades, and most important, our members kind of understand what went good and what went wrong with the trades, and they are actively trying to solve that problem. And that is something that one would like to see, to understand what you are doing wrong, try to correct that, and obviously practice, because from the moment that you actually understand what you are doing wrong to the moment that you can actually solve that problem and in real time, that takes practice. And this is what we're doing. We're practicing, we're gathering information, put it in the journal, and yeah, let's see how this situation continues.
Yep. I'm just going to take a quick 2 minutes to cover some of the news events coming up. So today, Monday, April 8th, we are quite clear. Tuesday is also clear. Wednesday, 1 hour before New York Bell, we have CPI data coming out. That's inflation data. So that will be quite interesting. For the Safehouse Vanguard members, I will be updating on the trading floor channel with our thoughts on this. On Thursday, April 11th, we have FOMC meeting minutes, core PPI, as well as unemployment claims. I would focus more on the core PPI and unemployment claims because that would give a little bit of heading for the monetary policy that the Fed is releasing, and that's also 1 hour before New York Bell on Thursday. Friday is pretty chill. We have half an hour after New York Bell with consumer sentiment, and that generally produces something to the tune of 10 pip to 20 pip kind of volatility range. And yep, so that's the news events for the week ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, we are 5 minutes from opening bell. Victor, any last comments before we ring the bell?
Any last requests? No, this is gold is now perfectly stuck between the point of control and the weekly open. Mm-hmm. So just watching for now. Let's see what New York has to say about this. Yeah.
All right. That sounds good. So yeah, George, I heard earlier during your summary that you were updating the insights and marking levels for the Safehouse Vanguard members last night. Last night being Sunday.
Yep.
Well, I just hope I don't get a call from HR about you working on a Sunday. But hey.
Look, as a trader, although I don't usually trade weekends because the weekends are for family and for relax and everything, but it's like it's hard for me to not to check the charts even if I do it from my phone, and that the posting were from my phone, and I've seen my levels. I know that is a very, very important levels. I've seen that the price actually was bouncing around that level the entire weekend, and I thought that that's a good moment to update my team, say, hey, that is important. What you see there, that level support, it's all good for more upside. But if we get the failed auction situation, then one needs to react and to take advantage of that information. So, yeah,
absolutely.
If I see something like that, I have to I kind of feel compelled to do it.
No, that's good. That's good. I appreciate it. Yeah. So for the Safehouse Vanguard members, you guys, if HR calls me because of this, I'm referring them to you because yeah, George is marking levels for you guys on Sundays. George, could we jump back to that level that you marked out last night? Just so that the audience knows which level we're talking about.
1 second. Okay, that's my take profit. But like I said, I'm in a long here, and I book like 50%. If the price goes higher, then it goes higher.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't know you were in a trade. I didn't know you were active. Already.
No. I'm like, trading. that's what we do here.
All right.
And that's what we do here. The take profit one is kind of more aggressive because this is, yes, it's following the trend, but this is very, very aggressive. That's 50%. And now let's see what the price will do. So now where would I want to book take profit to? Let's see where this goes. Okay. Back to the level, that level, right? So that level, 69,882. That was the level. Let me go on daily time frame. And let's hide this, and let's hide pretty much everything except that level, and I'll show you that level.
There we are.
That level, it's very simple, the previous major high, right? So here, and see that you don't actually need some tools or whatever. Resistance, then kind of the price claimed it, get acceptance below, boom, it's to the downside, spend some time above to the downside, then claim it, and boom, it's to the upside. So something is something, and if you have a level like this, then why not we need to take advantage of that level. And now this is the high time frame, and check the low time frame. Check.
Oh wow, yeah,
how simple this is, right? So when I've seen something like this, it was last night, so the price was roughly somewhere in this area, right? So somewhere in this, when I posted, I said, look, if this level holds, more upside is possible. And to the upside, we had like two levels. We had the daily, this one, 71,401. So that is the level, right? And the other level was very, very simple. This, the liquidity that we do have above. So those are the levels, right? Below, major weakness, and one would expect, I think I posted 60K area, right? Obviously, one would not expect to go to 60K area just like that. We do have levels in between, but just to understand, that is major weakness in my opinion. And this is Bell.
Yep, that is Bell.
Yeah. So this, I want to see it like this. And now let's see what will happen here, right? If we get a move to the downside or a move to the upside. Let's see how this looks like. Okay, so the current trade, stop losses hit at break even, right? And made something. Like I said, those are the kind of trades that we like to call that space for the meal, right? So you make something $50, $100, but most important than that, it gives you the possibility to gather information, put it in your journal, and this is what we need to become better traders, right? So it's nothing crazy, it's nothing, but you need to kind of get those trades. Trade is like practice, right? If you're an athlete, then you need to practice every day as much as possible to become better. This is the same with trading, right? So you don't have to go crazy with the position size. Well, you never should go crazy with the position size, right? But you can use smaller position size, I don't know, decent, whatever that means for for each trader, because for one trader, I don't know, 100K could be a low position, for another could be a lot of money, really depends. But you can use this is the way I do it. I use smaller position to gather information, maybe make some money in the process, or lose some money. It's still part of the game. But most important, I gather information, and based on the information, I can actually design a scenario, market behavior, and ultimately I can become a better trader. This is my, I'm updating in Discord. This is my take profit being hit at entry, right? Mm-hmm. And now let's see what the market will bring. Hopefully we will be a volatile market, because we can get like volatility during NY Open, or we can get like a boring 30 minutes and then, you know, the price starts to move to the upside, to the downside, and so on and so on. So let's see what kind of movement do we get today. We're building this locally. I don't necessarily like that. So that's okay. So the longs are trying to push, but they are not doing such a great job so far. It's decent. It's decent. This is support, but I would be more interested in longing this one. Longing this level, 71,870. Again, if we continue with this bullish trend, if we don't continue with the bullish trend, maybe this is the top, and then, you know, it's to the downside, and I'm perfectly happy with that. But for the moment, I do not have enough information on the chart to say, hey, 100% this is the top. So we are working with both scenarios. I know we are approaching high time frame resistance. We are at the value area high, very close to previous high. So obviously that could be resistance. But in a strong trending day, the price, and this trending days to the upside, the price could push higher than anyone actually expects. So that's what makes it a bit difficult to trade this trending day. You need to understand the trend, but also you need to understand when the price is approaching high time frame resistance, because today, like really the easiest way to trade is like buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip, buy the dip. Even here, like possibly locally, this is what I was doing. So I've seen this, boom, I'm in a trade. Obviously, when the price goes here, I book profits. Why? Because of the market structure. The market structure still builds lower low, lower high, lower low. Now we need to see if we get a lower low. So I'm not crazy. I know exactly what I'm doing. I have my risk management in check. I book profits, then I get stopped out. You know, it is what it is, part of the game. But overall, the P&L for that trade is still green. So that's more than okay with me. Fortunately, I missed this short here. But, you know, you cannot catch all the trades. And now let's see if we can get to this level. That would be interesting to see the reaction there. And if not this level, then maybe the price will go below, somewhere around this daily 71,401 and VWAP. That would be quite an interesting level, I would say, in my opinion. But yeah, level to level, and we just started this session. We've just started NY session. So, you know, lots of things could actually happen here. So let's give it time and pay attention to what's going on.
Yep, thanks for sending the session results. I've already updated the stream as well as on Twitter. 18.83% for the first TP1, and then the break even at plus 3.16%. Good job, good hunting, buddy.
Yeah, actually the second one I had to pay some fees, so it's kind of in the negative. But overall, it's something, you know. Let me put it that way. It's something. Just to keep the motor running, nothing crazy. So now the price is approaching this level. So now let's see what will actually happen here. All right. Okay. Because this is important. And we are still only 6 minutes into this. So let's see what will happen here. Let's see what kind of, we do have decreases in open interest, liquidations. Okay, fair enough. Okay, level hit. Now let's see if we get some sort of reaction here. Okay, at least to give us some sort of a scalp trade. Let's see if we can get some sort of back test, and let's see.
It's how like you speak to it and it moves. That's creepy.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, we are very, very, very high on the chart, right? We're very, very, very high on the chart. So we need to see what's going on here, right? Because we are kind of following the trend, but also the local market structure is, it's starts to become bearish. This is important, and I would feel this one could potentially give some sort of bounce, but I would like to see that actually happening, and then I can get involved. If not, my best guess, the price will go just a bit low. But level to level as always. There's no need to see no reaction whatsoever. I mean, it doesn't give me like a decent entry so far. And also, if this level will be flipped, then that information also can be used for our trading, right?
Yep, and I'd just like to clarify, when George says he is high on the chart, he means high time frame. He's not actually high, he's perfectly sober for a working day. No, we are meaning we are approaching high time frame resistance. This is what I'm trying to say. The value area high. Just wanted to clarify. Yep.
Uh-huh.
Just thought that was important.
Yeah, that's very interesting. Value area high, and we are very close to the all-time high, right? So that's why we are very, very high on the chart. And also, if you look at this day, so the day basically started, I don't know, it's like somewhere in this area, right? No, actually started here. And look at the push, right? So we are very, very, very high on the chart. So the price already pushed more than 5%. So I'm still looking for longs, but I need a very good reason for that. If not, I'll flip my bias and I'll start looking for shorts, and then if I start to see this level lost, I can use that information, because this level is the SNR, so it was support. Now if it is flipped to resistance, then it opens the possibility for the daily below MV1, right? So this is what I meant by we are very, very high on the chart.
Thank you for the clarification, George.
Yeah, no problem.
Woo!
Yeah, so let's see this. The price is fighting with the level, so not necessarily. Okay, let's give it some time. Again, we are only 9 minutes into this session. We do have this, we do have liquidation. So all we need now is the actual bounce, right? If we get the actual bounce, then it's all good. But we need to pay attention, right? So basically a new lower low means no trade for me. And this, again, this starts to look like flip to resistance, right? Let's see another try. Usually these kind of levels, they like to do something like this, spend some time below, spend some time above and that. But for the moment, you see, I don't have a trigger. I'm always, you see, a new lower low, so it kind of makes everything clear. I'm looking for this kind of trigger, a back test or something like that, right? So for the moment, yeah, looks like the price is still building bearish market structure here, right? So let's see if we can get some back there. Obviously, this is not too much. I mean, we talk about like 0.2% below the levels. It's nothing crazy. This could turn at any point in time, but just to give you an idea about what is going on. So no long here. I don't have a very good reason to long. As long as the price keeps building lower, low, lower, high, lower, low, lower, high, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen, right? And this little thing here, these bearish divergences, they played out, and they give quite a bit of a. That's 0.08. So that's actually something. And imagine I don't book profits for my long, then now I'm massively underwater, right? So yeah, that's why when I'm scalping, I like to book profits. I like to keep everything simple, trying to get the best I can from each. So this is another back test, right? Let's see if we continue with the lower low, then it's very, very clear. I'm interested in shorts. But again, let's give this some time. And in this process of, until you get clarity, sometimes you will lose a couple of trades, right? And so it's like this. If you really want to get involved, like being really, really, really aggressive, then that is totally fine. But in that process, you can actually lose 1, maybe 2 trades before you get the clarity, right? The other way to do it, wait for clarity, wait for the level to be claimed. If we talk about a long or lost, if we talk about a short, and you're not going to get like the best entry ever, but you're going to get like an average, right? And most important, you start to get clarity about that situation. You see, let's see what this will do here. It's kind of trying to flip this level to support. So I want to see a new higher high. That would give some sort of confirmation here, right? Because for the moment that the price is building here, I'd like to see a new higher high, then higher low, higher high. I would like to see the change in market structure. So that would give me some sort of clarity to make me believe that we can get some, okay, that's exactly what I would like to see. Okay, now let's see some sort of back test, right? We're here, we're building, okay, and let's see where do we go with this. I don't want to see the price going maybe a back test below, but I wouldn't like to see the price going below. So this is the local golden pocket. And also, where do we go? We get this. Where do we go with this long? Because I need some targets, right? So the upper golden pocket would be kind of decent, right? So, okay, for the moment, as you can see, this is holding. So this could be, you know, an entry. What I would like to see, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. I would like to see the change in market structure. If the price starts to get acceptance, basically if we start to see this all over again, then you know that the trade is invalidated, you take a small loss and you move to the next trade. This, what you see here, like I said, you do not expect, is not a realistic expectation to expect to win all the trades. No, you win, you lose, as long as the risk management is there, you should do fine in trading. And also builds the mentality of this. So, because if you're in your trading plan, it's not like, hey, I do not accept. So you see higher high, that's good. We start to build, right? Doesn't have to be very aggressive, but we start to build situation. And most important, you see this level kind of resistance. Now it's support. Yep. Let's see how much do we actually have at 0.2. Actually, you know what? It's not a bad idea to book some profits at the local golden pocket. So let's set some profits. Right, because it's never a bad idea. Oh, not like this. I want to book 50%. Right, let's see. Where do we go with this? Right, it's never a good idea to be greedy when you're scalping. Right, you can take a lot of scalps, you can take a lot of trades. Most important is, in my opinion, to have your risk management in check. And let's see what's going on with these markets. Boom. In terms of big decrease in open interest, positions taking profit. Okay, now it's trying to do something. Let's see if we get another back test of this area, right? Let's see if we get another back test. And overall, yeah, we have this one. And then we can move to this one. Let's see. I don't want to book profits here. I might get burned because I'm not booking profits here, but I would like to see higher, to be totally honest, because this is so nice. Look how the price is changing, everything, the market structure and everything. The price is very, very nice. So who am I to say no to booking some profits? Okay, that will be take profit 1 in my opinion, right? Now let's see the stop loss at entry and where we are going with this. Let's see this one. So that would be, please allow me to book this like this to update the results.
Thank you.
Boom, there it is. It's nothing crazy, it's 0.3, and I was not aggressive with this. I was not aggressive in my entry. Look at my entry. My entry is somewhere in this area, right? So it's like, that's anything but aggressive. But I got confirmation. The price was doing exactly what I was envisioning in my trading plan to do. And that's why when I see something, I say, okay, I wanted to book profits here, but say this could actually go higher. Yes, I could get burned, meaning I could take a loss or stop loss being hit, but you know, as long as I follow my trading plan and this gives me confidence, then you know, I'm more than happy to this. I don't like it very much, to be totally honest. I don't like it very much. So I'm debating to close the position. Okay, let's keep it just a bit more. This formation here is not necessarily what I would like to see, but because it really depends. So if you want to make money, then it's perfectly fine to close the position, right? If you're looking for something to kind of hunt for a bottom, then obviously I already have my stop loss at entry and let it ride. So that's the big question right now. That's kind of the big question. What should I do? You know, so yeah, I already booked profits, but I still don't like this. No, I'm gonna close it. Done. I'm gonna close it. I don't like this formation here, and we are at the local golden pocket. And then again, I can always find another entry on my chart. Right? Again, decisions, as long as these decisions are giving profit, then it's totally fine. Right? And this is what you can see here is the real pace of trading, with good and bad, with you know, with everything. I may allow that. Boom, that'll be boom. Right. So you don't have to use like huge positions. You don't have to look for huge moves. If they come, then you know that is great. That's totally fine, and you know everything. It's more than okay. But and now we have this. It's always a good idea to get used to the risk, to get used to the market structure, to the risk management, and so on. So now, if the price goes higher, then I have no trade and I could make more money. I'm perfectly happy with that and I accept it. If the price goes lower and I get a backtest, then I could always re-enter, right? So that's kind of my thing. But me, I don't really like, and because let's say I'm very aggressive and I enter somewhere in this area, then you know, but my entry was a technical entry, but not the best one, right? Not the best one. So I could actually, for a bigger retracement, the price could actually stop me, right? So it is what it is. That's my decision. You know, as long as I make money with that decision, then I'm like totally fine with that. Now let's see if I was wrong or right with this idea. Now, the other question is if I should short this section of the chart, right? Because the golden pocket, and I'll be looking for a short to take profit one in this area. Let's see. Actually, it's not that. It's not a very bad trade, but I'm a bit too late. This one, the back this year, was a very good entry. So yeah, I'm gonna say okay, fair enough. I missed this entry, and we have you kind of understand now. I hope you understand now why I closed that trade, because this formation here doesn't look very good, but also I've missed this one, you know, and this was already a 0.2. So, you know, that's something, right? That's a good start. But now let's see. But the price is well, not necessarily at my entry, but at my previous entry. But when you're scalping, you don't have a lot of space to and a lot of time to think about, right? So you have to make your decision sometimes in a couple of seconds, right? That could be a good decision, that could be a bad decision. You have to live with that decision and move to the next trade. You see, Yeah, now that would be my my stop loss being taken. So instead of taking a break even or a small loss, my option was to make some money. And also, like I said, I was perfectly aware that I've lost this trading opportunity. Right now, let's see this, because we are back here. So let's see what we do. And that was a fair trade. Unfortunately, I was like, that was a $0 fall. Give or take, you cannot catch the entire move, but that was a fair trade, to be totally honest. Off stream, yeah, that would be the trade, 100%.
Good stuff, George. I've updated the session results so the audience can see it. That's 4 trades today, 3 wins, 1 break even.
Yep.
And if I may, I would like to jump real quick over to Victor. Victor just posted a couple of trades.
Oh, snap.
All right, Victor, you're up.
They're not on gold, though. I was, well, yeah, since George is covering Bitcoin, I wasn't covering that, but keeping an eye on it, as I mentioned at the beginning.
Oh, okay, you're trading Bitcoin.
Yeah, that's a Bitcoin trade that I posted.
Okay.
This is a high time frame area that is very, very interesting. Like George was mentioning, for a possible reversal, but of course, this is gonna take time to materialize if it is to reverse. You know, there are no guarantees. We just got here, so that was just a cheeky scalp short. Took 80% profits at exactly the point where the swing failure pattern level.
Your stream is still showing gold. Yeah.
Oh crap. Okay, wait a minute. How do I change it? Okay, I'll just finish explaining, then I'll switch it later.
Yeah.
So when George was covering the swing failure pattern area and the level on the low time frames, that was a big take profit for that short, and the rest got stopped out at break even. That's it. So it's just a cheeky short. But this is also a high time frame area for a possible swing position. It's just that it's too early to tell, and I just came back, so I'm gonna take it easy for now. And still watching gold. Gold's still stuck, as you can see. That's actually my main one that I would like to continue on, because it's such a nice bullish uptrend, I have to say. Why make your life difficult when it can be so simple? So I would really, really like for this to move away from where it is now. You can see VWAP, weekly open, point of control, all kind of hovering around the same place. I just wanted to go a little bit lower if possible, would be great. And then take it from there. That would be amazing. So I'm actually waiting for that.
Sounds good. All right, back over to you, George.
Yeah, we've got the bounce here. We've got the bounce from this level, and now we need, because the price is once again at the local golden pocket. So let's see how that will actually develop. All right, because this will still fit into the kind of bearish scenario, the retracement to here. And now if the price starts to make a new lower low, that's kind of. But if the price starts to reverse and it starts to make a new hard high, then it's all good. Now let's give it some time. Let's see. In terms of this, is not crazy. We don't have a lot of volume. Obviously, the volume will follow when a bigger move will actually appear on the chart, right? So now let's see. Let's see how this will handle this situation. And it was a fairly quiet. We are almost half an hour into the session, so yeah. Let's see what will happen next. Nothing crazy here. We are founding support on this single print, which is very, very nice to see. And the price is still fighting with this level, right? With the SNR flip level from 71,870. So, let's see what would be the next move here. I was kind of hoping for some sort of volatility, like the one we had here, or I don't know, in this section of the chart, but it seems that the volatility is dying, at least for the moment, right? Okay, this, you see, we're moving. We have so many golden pockets here. Price is pushing moving from golden pocket to another golden pocket and another, right? Usually the price does this. The price loves to do this. So, yeah. Let's see how this, because we're still fitting into the bearish scenario. The price still builds bearish market structure locally. So, you know, the bulls are trying to hold this area of support, but you know, we still need kind of confirmation about that, right? So for the moment, it's not decided. This is what we want to see clarity during session, NY session, right? And the clarity for the moment is it's kind of, you know, not really. I would not consider that we do have clarity on the chart right now. It's still undecided, right? So this could very well be the top, meaning this one, the swing failure pattern, but I would like to see the support lost, right? If that's the case, then you know, that's totally fine. But for the moment, it's still a bit undecided in my opinion, a bit undecided. So let's give it more time. So we do have the longs once again. We're trying to pushing now some positions. This is nothing crazy. You see the volume is dying, right? So we had spike in volume to the upside, right, at the swing failure pattern, but then not much happening. Spike in volume to the downside when you know the price was hitting an important level, and now it's just consolidation until we actually start to see if this support will hold and we get a bigger move to the upside, or if you know we start to downtrend from here. So that would be the big question, and that's why we need to wait for clarity during this session so far.
Yep, that's absolutely right. George, we are 2 minutes from your favorite time of the day for the New York AM session. We're 2 minutes to 10 a.m. Eastern. And in this 2 minutes, I'd just like to make a quick announcement for the Safehouse Vanguard members. If you want to check out the detailed analysis of the two trade ideas that, or was it one or two? I think it was two trade ideas that Victor shared earlier about his cheeky scalps on Bitcoin. Be sure to jump over to Victor's Ideas channel, and he has already posted them there. But for the public opening bell session today, Victor is watching gold. And back over to you, George.
Yeah, it's kind of the same story. Let's see, the first 30 minutes are like quotes unquote boring. It's like the market needs to decide, the bigger players, and see, hey, what do we do? Do we push to the upside? Is this the top? So it's perfectly fine. And even if in this area you can actually find a trade or scalp here and there, make some money, that's even better. But yeah, for me, it's still the same. We need to see what will happen with this situation, right? So what will happen with this level? Because that will give the trend. So the next important level to the downside should be VWAP plus this daily. To the upside, if the price manages to actually to break the market structure once again, so here make a new higher high, higher low, then you know I would expect a new higher high, to be totally honest, on the chart. But again, for the moment, the price is just consolidating. So let's give it time.
Yep. And while we wait for the market to sort out its discovery mode, as we would like to say, I'd just like to share with everyone here two pieces of news regarding Bitcoin, which I find very, very cute and interesting. The first one is China going big on Bitcoin. $284 billion worth of China's Southern Fund has reportedly applied to launch a spot Bitcoin ETF via Hong Kong. I think that's going to be very interesting to see a second thrust as we move closer towards halving. Again, this is very high time frame strategic level stuff, and you know, has very little bearing with the current price action in the market on the lower time frames. Next to that, we have Ripple CEO getting Brad Garlinghouse, his name is forecasting for the crypto market to expand to $5 trillion by the end of 2024. Reason being, growth in Bitcoin ETFs, as well as the upcoming Bitcoin halving event that's coming around. So all around over on Twitter, we are generally very, 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 very bullish. And of course, I think we've already covered this with Victor's price action analysis, and that gold has been soaring to record highs. And this is primarily, analysts are saying that this is primarily driven by a combination of internal and external risk aversion factors, including financial market, inflation, war-related uncertainties, as well as increased central bank accumulation. So, yep, those are the three trending news topics that we're seeing over on Twitter. Back over to you, George.
No, the high time frame is still bullish. I've seen no weakness, no nothing. I mean, we are very close to a new high, a new all-time high, so why would I be bearish? Locally, we are back to this level, right? So same story. We wait, need to see what's going on. Also, this is the local golden pocket, right? So definitely this is not a place where one would look for a short. This is a long or no trade, depending on what's going on. Like I said, this I knew from this moment. I missed a decent trading opportunity, but sometimes it is like this. It is what it is. You can't catch them all. So now let's see. I'm looking to see if we can actually get a bounce. So a bounce here. So that would be very nice. That would be very nice. And I would like to see, technically for the bullish scenario, I would like to see a hard high here. If we don't get a hard high, then I would lean towards the more downside, locally a bearish scenario. So now we need to see what will happen. But why I don't want to be like really aggressive with the longs here, although the invalidation is very close, because the market structure here locally is still kind of bearish, right? So we do have on one side strong trending day, no level loss, no nothing, right? So that would lean towards a bullish scenario. But in the same time, the market structure locally is kind of bearish. This would be a good place for a bounce. This is what I would like to say. This is a good place for a bounce. If we get a bounce here, I would not be surprised. Actually, I would take a small long here. If I get invalidated, hey, I'll get invalidated. So no problem there. And then let's see where I would like to book profits. Like to technically, and if this is if this is the bullish case, I should book the price should make a new high here. But again, let's see how this will actually develop, because this is conflicting info, right? So on one side, one would expect more upside, but locally we're downtrending. So we need to see. And still NY doesn't, I mean, here I would lean bearish, right? But in a trending day, and we've seen that when we were trading on Friday or on Thursday, everything looked good for that to be the top boom, and the price was making another leg to the upside, and so on and so on. So it's always a good idea to have a bit of patience, wait for some sort of confirmation. If you have to take a loss, you take it and you move to the next one, and that's the end of it. But yeah. And the volume, I don't like the volume. This kind of volume doesn't give clarity, right? We need to see kind of spikes in volume. We want to see like the bigger players getting involved, and that should set the trend for that day.
Yep. And if you guys have been finding this useful and insightful, Be sure to hit that like button, subscribe, ring that bell notification so you don't miss our public opening bell sessions, both on Mondays and Fridays, 9 a.m. Eastern. And if you want more real-time insights, daily market commentary, and additional opening bell sessions, be sure to copy your 2-week free trial of the Safehouse Vanguard Premium membership. Link is in the description below. Sorry, George, go ahead.
Yeah, no, it's like, let's see the volume. Yeah, we start still the volume is very low, right? So this doesn't give me a lot of clarity with this. Okay, the price looks like it wants to take the high, which technically should be my invalidation just below. Okay, for this trade. Okay, now the price is downtrending. Fine. Let's see what we get here. So now we get the let's say the new lower low. So we kind of get some sort of confirmation about more downside. If that will happen or not, you know, that is totally different story. Next level to a downside should be this one, right? The daily plus VWAP. So let's see if we can actually hit that one for a possible reaction. Let's see. I do think, yeah, we got the spike in volume. So spike in volume here to the downside, spiking here in volume here to the downside. So that's kind of, you know, we start to get some sort of clarity. So maybe this was the top, at least for the moment. Again, I'm open for both scenario, and I do have a level. If this level would be claimed, then, and if I start to see the price starting to make higher high, high low, higher high, higher low, then, you know, I'm totally fine with more upside. But for the moment, let's see, the price is fighting with this low, right? So let's see if the price can actually get acceptance above this one, right? And then we do have we get back to this level. This kind of scalps are very hard to catch. They're very aggressive, not too much. So see, we're back at this level. This should give us clarity, right? Because if this one starts to act as resistance, then, you know, the bullish scenario, it's kind of done. We're done with the bullish scenario here. But let's give it some time. It's not good to make rush decision, to be in a rush with the decision at levels like this. So the price is actually filling the single print. So we start to fill the single prints already. Okay, but okay. Let's see, what do we have here? Some bulls trying to push the price. Let's see. This is the level. I mean, this is the story right now. The price needs to, once again, to claim this level, right?
Is that a magic level?
Yeah. And let's see what will happen. As I said, it's never a good idea to be in a rush, right? Never a good idea to be in a rush because you never know what's going to happen. Look, ooh, out of a sudden, the price is pushing. Let's see what created that. Look. And it's not, the price is pushing up, not with high volume, right? So that was a, you know, like 2 million, and the price is actually pushing. That I said, it's never a bad idea to be in a rush, you know, something like that. So yeah, it is what it is. Now let's see if the price could actually claim this level, or this will be just another, you know, just another. Because this is also this, right? This is also the local golden pocket. So now let's see. Now let's see. Like I'm focusing because I need to make some trading decisions here. So
No worries. Take all the time you need.
yeah. What I was doing, like I said, I took a long in this section of the chart, right? But I didn't close it. I want to give it like a wider invalidation, right? And what I've done, I booked profits here, right? I booked profits, and that was how much? That was 50%, right? And now I'm trying to understand that kind of break even. So I'm trying to see what will happen here to close the position. So that way, instead of taking a bigger loss, I can actually get out kind of break even, right? So that's the story. This is what I'm trying to understand what will happen here. But that's it. I close the position, right? So what will happen here? Let's see, what do we get? So these are, let me get the results. This was take profit 1. Really think about this, should be technically a bigger loss, but instead of taking a bigger loss, I managed to kind of get out break even, right? With that position. Obviously, you need to take into consideration the fees and everything, and you know, the fees are part of this game. You see, I'm kind of, you know, break even once again with this one. I'm following my trading idea, right? And if I have to take a loss, I'll take a loss. But I always, and as a scalper, this is important, I would always try to take the smallest loss possible, right? Those are kind of a bit more, let's say a bit more advanced technique, but you know, it is something. And most important, for the moment, the price is not able to change the market structure here, right? So the market structure is still lower, low, lower, low. Now we need to see. Now we need to see what will happen here. And once again, we're kind of below this level. So the price is just dancing around this area. Still undecided. Yeah, to be totally honest, it's kind of a boring session so far. It is what it is. What can I say? It's kind of boring so far. And we do have a trade here, yes, and I got that one. This one was kind of break even. I missed the. This is hard to catch this one, to be totally honest. This, if something should be based on, you know, on experience, on the order flow, but you know, when you start to do something like that, yeah, we don't, because the technical level was just below. So I can actually, no, I don't have a very good like technical level there, right? And one could envision some sort of, you know, but no, not all the trades are very, very technical. Sometimes the price moves because the price moves, because someone, you know, placed a trade there, you know, a bigger order that pushes the price to the upside, to the downside, but not necessarily a very, very, very technical trade. Yeah. Now let's see. Once again, we come back to our level, right? To the SNR flip level, right? So let's see how this will play out this time. It's still undecided, in my opinion. It's still just dancing around this level. So let's see. I'm a bit like this because I missed this one, but it's also, it's hard to catch if you want to trade longs and shorts in the same time, right? It's kind of hard to catch them. So you're more focused on one side and then you kind of forget about the other one because you're more focused on booking profits and so on. So yeah, it is what it is. That's why it's good to trade as a team, right? So one team is looking more for longs, one team is looking for shorts, right? You give the buyers, so look, this is the trending day, you know, so basically we're focusing more on longs. We can take a slightly bigger risk with the longs, and until we see sign of weakness, we follow that trend. But also in the same time, you want to have a second team or a second trader that like, look, you're shorting, right? As long as you see the reaction, you see everything, there is a technical level, but you keep the shorts as scalps with quick take profit one, or even close the entire trade at take profit one. Maybe you use a smaller risk, and then you get the best of it on both sides. And when we start to see something like this, like a possible reversal, then you switch your bias. Like the short team, you can use a bigger risk, and you keep the trade running for as much as possible. And the long team is like, you know, you scalp as long as you have a trading idea, but you keep them as scalps, quick take profit one, or even close the trade at take profit one, and you reduce the risk, right? But to do that in the same time, to look for longs and short, usually is not a good idea, and it doesn't work very, very well. 0.3 already. Okay.
Yep, I'm just behind the scenes trying to tally up all the trade results for the session results panel on the stream. So give me a second, I'll get that done.
Yeah, no rush with that. No rush with that one. But yeah, and always what I was trying to say, if you have to take a loss, if everything looks good and you took a trade and you understand that trading idea isn't validated, you take the loss. But you always try to get out with the smallest loss possible, right? Losing is part of the game, but obviously no one wants to lose trades, lose money. That's how it is. It is part of the game, and maybe that is the most important thing. You need to accept that it is not possible to win all the trades. If you get a 60% win rate, you should do more than fine in trading, as long, very, very important, as long as the R&R for that trade is there, 2-to-1, right? That would be, or if you get above 3-to-1, 4-to-1, that's perfectly fine. But as long as you get 2-to-1, let's say you have a 60% win rate, so you're risking $1 to make $2 in each trade, right? So let's say you have 60% win rate, so you win 6 trades, you make $12, and you lose 4 trades and you lose $4. At the end of the day, you still make $8. Obviously, $8 doesn't seem like a lot of money, but multiply that by 100, multiply by 1,000, and then you get the real amounts, right? So, but just to give you an example about winning rate and the R&R for each trade, right? So that should give you the confidence to actually to trade. And you know, if you take a win, great, you made some money. If you take a loss, try to get out with the smallest loss possible, and you accept that is part of this game. Now let's see, because this looks like it wants to go lower, and this time should hit this area, you know. And I'm interested in the reaction around this area, unless we stop here and we start to range for another half an hour, and that would call for a break, to be totally honest. Yeah. So yeah.
All right, session results are updated. Victor, I have plugged in your cheeky scalp on Bitcoin, and for George, that's an additional 1 win at 7.57% and 1 loss at negative 5.96%. Yes.
Yeah, that's kind of the break even, you know, because that was half. So I booked 50% making that, and it's kind of break even. Maybe I pay some fees, yeah, something like that.
Okay.
But now I'm looking at and obviously I need to check the P&L and everything, but looking at these results, so I should have like 20, 30, 75, 18. I lost 5%. I think I was able to pull a 0.6 profit, which is not bad for, you know, for an hour of trading. No, it's actually not bad.
Yeah. So far, it's been a pretty good and productive session.
Yeah.
Hope you guys all in the audience are enjoying it, hearing inside the mind of the trading team here at Safehouse. If you enjoy it and found this insightful, please be sure to smash that like button, subscribe, ring the bell notification so you don't miss the Monday and Friday free opening bell sessions here on YouTube at 9 a.m. Eastern. And if you want more insights, more real-time live trading sessions, be sure to copy your 2-week free trial of our premium membership, Safehouse Vanguard. Link is in the description below.
Yeah, and I have to focus on these micro scalps because this is what they have, micro scalps, because this is the price action, right? This is the price action that we had. And if I have to wait for like a very, very good trade, I don't think we actually have one. The kind of trade that, you know, gave the direction, the kind of trade one. So let's see what was the best trade was still this one, and that's a 0.7. Obviously, it's hard to catch. I mean, I would have booked profits when the price was making here a lower low, and my entry would have been somewhere in this area. So it's 0.5. No, that's a decent trade. But think about it like this: if you follow a set of rules, how many moves like this do you get every day, especially in a day with decent volatility? Like even this move, like this is 0.3, give or take, right? So that's your bread and butter, right? If you catch this, even if you close the trade, the entire trade at take profit 1, you can squeeze 0.25, 0.3, right? So you catch a couple of scalps like this. Let's say your risk is 1% per trade, so you get like 4, 5, 6 trades, and you squeeze this 0.3, right? Couple of trades, and you made 1% in your account. That's more than enough. That is more than enough. Obviously, it depends on the account, because if you have like, I don't know, $1,000 account, maybe that's not too much. But if you have 1 million account, then that is something, right? So yeah, you have to think about it like this. Focus more on executing the trade and less on position size and what is the actual winning or losing within that trade. Focus more on the execution on a, let's say, on a technical level, right? Because that would remove the emotion. Obviously, that's best case scenario. And that takes quite a bit of practice, to be totally honest. It's easier said than done. So do not expect to do that like in 2 days. Look, this is so annoying when I actually am trying to move this, doesn't want to do it. Yeah, I was looking for this. There they are. It would have been a short there. Also, streaming and trading, yeah, not the best idea ever.
Do not try this at home, kids.
And again, most of the sessions are like this, are boring, right? Unless you get some, I don't know, some crazy volatility like this. But this kind of sessions are boring. Well, the same we've said on Friday, which Friday wasn't the best trading session that I had, but still I was kind of managed to get out break even from that session. So, you know, you understand that you cannot be like 100% all the time. Maybe you don't have the confidence. Maybe it's not your best day. Maybe you don't understand the trend. Maybe. There are many reasons, right? We are not bots. We are person. We have a life outside trading and everything. Like, this is very, very, very important to understand your limits. Like, know your limits, Master Wayne. Although I'm not Wayne, not a master, but and also I don't have a value, but just to understand the general idea, right? So it is what it is, right? And when you don't have like a very, very good day, you start to understand that, then you have two options, right? You stop trading, right? That's enough. Tomorrow it's a new day and who knows. Or you can lower the risk, lower the position size and trade to gather information. Gather information how well or how bad you're performing in a very, very bad day, right? And then you put that in your journal and try to learn from that experience. Yeah. Try to see the best from even a very, very bad situation. That is important, to always to stay positive, right? In trading and in life in general. This doesn't apply only to trading. So it's always a good idea to be a positive. Okay, we start to see some movement. It's always a good idea to stay positive. Oh, so that I was wondering what's creating the bearish CFD divergences. See those longs opening here, they're trying to push the price up. They were not doing such a good job. And hopefully we will be able to see this. And again, hopefully we will not get the kind of small front run that we had in the previous session. You know, that previous session we had a weekly plus VWAP, and we get, you know, the small front run, and that makes it very, very hard to trade. But do you have any kind of questions from the audience? Because I'm not in
yes, we had one
trade
earlier. Bitcoin SFP for collapse from Barbie.
SFP of what?
Bitcoin SFP for collapse. I think it's. Do you see a potential sharp move to the downside?
We talk about this swing failure pattern here or the higher high, because that's kind of the big question.
The question came in from way earlier. So
look, to be totally honest, what's going on right now, this slowly tells me that this is the top. As long as the price keeps building this bearish market structure, low, low, lower, high, low, low, lower, high, then yeah, this is the top for at least for today. A better scenario for a reversal would be the swing failure pattern of this, right? 73,951. But if we get there or not, that would be a totally different story. Again, let's not forget that we are at value area high. And why this wouldn't be the top when this was the actual bottom? Why? I mean, anything is possible, right? And as you can see here, the price is slowly start to lose levels, right? The price starts to lose levels. This one, support, bounce, now it's below, now a new low. So as long as this continues, I would say yes. The possibilities for this to be the top is here at the value area high are increasing with each lower low the price is actually making. So yeah, I have no idea what's going to happen with this market, but I can calculate the possibilities and the chances, and look how beautiful this reaction is. Swing failure pattern, boom, the back test of the level, golden pocket is here, and then low, low, lower, high, low, low, lower, high, and so on. So yeah, very, very nice, very technical, very, very, very technical to trade. This is exactly what I don't want to see. This small front run makes it so much harder to trade. See 0.1. But this 0.1 makes it very, very hard to trade, especially when you're scalping. So yeah, let's see.
That is a douchebag front run right there.
Yeah. It is what it is. Exactly the scenario.
I'm not accepting it. Deny.
Exactly.
No.
Yeah. The scenario that I don't want to see. Yeah. I mean, I love this one. So the price get acceptance below, then reclaim the level and to the upside. This is a trade. Give me this in like, I don't know. Yeah, it's very, very hard to trade, to be honest. Yeah, like, gotta take a chance, but a risk, but it's not very, very technical, to be totally honest. So yeah. Now let's see what.
Let's just say we've seen better.
Yeah, definitely we've seen better. Yeah, trading is like this, and you know, you love it or you hate it. Trading is like this. And there's nothing we can do, at least myself. There's nothing I can do. I'm trying to get involved when I see a pattern that gives me confidence. When I see something, then I can get involved. If not, I just wait for the next trade. I'm okay with spending the entire day from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. in front of the computer and not taking any trade if I get one move that makes sense for me. And that is my trade. I know exactly where I'm wrong. I know exactly where I'm right. And if that's the winning trade, then I'm more than happy with that trade. Because if you start to get involved in moves that are not there, then it's like, yeah, you're gonna get chopped out.
That is a powerful statement right there. I wish you could have told me that 10 years ago.
Yeah. And now let's see. Because it here is, for me, I would like to get involved, but it's too high. Because the idea is, if I'm longing somewhere in this area, I'll be targeting, technically I'll be targeting this, the SNR flip level, right? But it's kind of always already halfway there, because we do have 0.3 to the upside, 0.3, 0.4 to the downside. So the RNR for the trade would not be the best one. Plus, I start to counter trade the local trend, right? So that's not the best thing one could do. Let's wait. Let's see what will happen. Gotta remain patient. We're already 1 hour into NY Open. So and if this is the low, I would have to find a way to get involved or accept that I missed the move. Those are the two options. Because right now there's nothing to do. There's nothing to do there.
Well, I can talk a little bit about gold if you want.
Yep. Switching over to you. And go.
Did you say go or gold?
I said go. Yeah, go.
Both are good. So this is the little circle that I drew before, or as at the beginning of the session. This would be my ideal area where I would look for a possible long entry trigger. And I have a few reasons for that. But I also like the reaction here at this value area low. So I laddered into a very small position, more than anything just to accumulate data. And yeah, it could be totally acceptable if this crashes at the weekly open VWAP resistance. It's already at point of control and continues then down from there. So let me actually draw it. So this could be that this is just a little bounce locally and then it goes down for that area that I would like. So I'm treating this as just a part of what I want and would rather look to possibly ladder in this area with the heavy weight being down here for a possible long entry that I can maybe hold on for a little bit longer like this if market structure continues. Since this is my first day back after a break, just taking it easy and accumulating data, observing. I don't really want to take any trades today. So I'm happy to watch, and that's why I find George's statement from before so powerful, because it's amazing how much you can benefit from gathering data points and watching the behavior and getting to know the asset, not just on a long-term basis, but also for a specific day or a specific week. Really just focus on the very, very best setups where everything lines up as you want it for your trading system. No financial advice, of course, and then make the decision based on that. I think that's the best thing, or the most sensible way to approach things. Yeah, that's my short little update on this. So we did get a secondary move down. That's also already very nice. Value area low is holding beautifully. Yep. That's good to see, and very, very much looking forward to watching this asset for the rest of the week because it's an absolute beast mode. So there's always fun to be had on assets like this.
Nice. Thanks for the update. And back over to you, George.
Yeah, I was actually looking. I covered gold this morning, right? So I had this one here, the SNR flip level, previous R high, right? And what we start to see here is gold is also printing bearish market structure, right? Again, this is not weakness. I mean, look at the chart. Yeah, but locally speaking, yeah, it's building bearish market structure, and the golden pocket here and the value area low, and no, now the price would have to show strength. We have to claim VWAP, and this the local SNR flip level 2330. If that's the case, then more upside is possible. If not, as long as this behavior continues, boom, this lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, possibly lower high, lower low. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world to get some sort of retracement, but we need to see. Anyway, this was a very, very good scalp, and that I've measured the move. Obviously, you cannot catch the top, but that's 0.28%. That's huge for this chart. That is a huge move for this chart. That's basically all you need the entire day. Back to this one, not much happening. So it's kind of the price is trying to. So basically, this is the move that I was looking for. This is the move that I was looking for, except the small front run. So this would, let's say, an average entry. That's 0.3 already. So a take profit should be in order for a quick scalp, but I wasn't counting on this small front run. Sometimes it is like this, and there's nothing I could do about it. You accept what's going on the chart, and you move to the next trade, right? This is still a valid area, but the price is building bearish market structure locally, bearish market structure. Also, small front run of this. Obviously, one could pull it from, once again, if this is the golden pocket from here. So one could say, okay, that. I would prefer this one because it's slightly bigger, and that would be a back test of this SNR flip left, right? So a short there, looking for a new lower low. That should be always a very good trading idea. If that will happen or not, no, totally different story. But this kind of small front runs, again, in my opinion, makes it so much harder to trade. So okay, we do have short opening here. Okay, given the possibility of this bounce, the bounce is not that strong. So yeah. Now we need to see what will happen here.
The front run.
Yeah, it is what it is. And it's like this. I'm trying to trade the first touch. Now, if we get this front run, my confidence will not be the same, right? So now we need to see what will happen. Plus, we get even more confirmation about the bearish market structure. And I was looking to short, but again, I like to short the levels that I want to short. Small front run here, small front run here. It's part of the game. I accept that. At the end of the day, it's 0.3% to the upside, 0.3% to the downside. So it's nothing crazy, but sometimes it is like this. It's good to see these levels, this situation, and this is the reality of trading, right? One could be more aggressive, sure, but if you are more aggressive, at any point in time, right, the price could make a new lower low, and we go from there. So basically, you are taking a bigger risk, but that is also part of the game. So it really depends. Comes down to your personal preference. If you like the risk, then very well. I can accept that as long as you keep the risk under control. Yes, you like to take bigger risk. You're more, you don't have such a tight invalidation, which is not a bad idea, to be totally honest, but you need still to control your risk, right? The risk that you accept is giving the position size. But yeah, not very technical, this bounce and this drop. No, I can find some reasons, but you know, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Yeah, longs are trying to push again. And definitely I'm not going to long here. Those have to be this area, the next area where I'm looking for a long, or, you know, just smash through this daily to this daily and, you know, view up, and you know, that's also a valid move. Then I'm not going to look for a long there. Well, sometimes you get this kind of moves. Is what it is, and one needs to accept it as part of this move, part of the game.
An update from my part, I've closed the little cheeky gold long that was just to be a part of a laddering process. I don't like...
switch over to you first? Or?
Yeah, sure. I don't like the... You see my screen?
Yep, I see it.
So I don't like this area. Point of control, weekly open, VWAP. I would have preferred it for it to hit that and then close it there, for example, or take profits. Yeah, it's just... I don't like areas like this. This is too much middle of nowhere. This has been a nice move, but pretty slow as well. And I think I can just get better entries. And it's Monday, so yeah, I don't want to spend too much energy on something that is suboptimal in a sense. So I'll just wait for a better entry trigger. It was already a small position in its sense. I don't know if you can see the lower part, but yeah, that's the P&L. It's the same account as that we started on March. And if it claims weekly open and view up, great. Maybe there's something to be taken there locally up to the value area high. And if it goes down to the area of interest, oh, where's my little circle? I hate it. Down here at the 1716, I can probably do something there too. So that was just the reasoning behind that.
Okay, sounds good.
Yeah, the price is finally hitting the area that I wanted, right? So now let's see where do we go with this, right? And one could classify this as a reaction. Doesn't necessarily mean we get the bounce. Again, we start to counter trade this trend, the local trend. So the local trend is technically to the downside. So now the longs becomes like scalps with quick take profit, and one would like to keep the shorts running as much as possible, especially after take profit one and the stop loss at entry, right? So we've got the first bounce, not so much. Now let's see if we get a second bounce or the price drop. That is okay too. But if the price drops with no reaction here, that would be weakness all the way. That would be weakness all the way. So yeah, we gotta see. So what do we have? Okay, the price is starting to build here.
Cheese got long.
Yeah. So what I don't want to see here, I don't want to see bearish CVD divergences forming. That's something that I don't want to see. So what do we have in between? We kind of have the first golden pocket, but you know, I would expect a bigger one. Let's keep it here for the moment. Let's see what kind of bounce do we get. 0.3. Yeah, it's okay-ish, right? But I would like from here, for a very, very good price session, I would like actually to see very, very close to the SNR flip level, right?
That's 71.8. Okay, got it.
Yeah, that would be a nice. But again, problem here. The problem is that we
0.5.
We start to counter trade the trend, right? Because
just a little bit.
to the downside, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low. So, you know, we need to pay attention to that, right? So maybe we get a bounce, maybe not. So this can be considered as counter trading the trend locally. And the problem is below, we don't have too much support. So below, we do have previous day high. So look at this gap. Look at this gap. So there is 1.5%. Yes, the price would have to fill a couple of single prints here, but yeah, you know, we start to counter trade the trend. See, that's what's going on. That's what's going on in this kind of situation.
Nobody home.
Exactly. That is the story with this move. So
vacation.
At the first touch of the, and that's why I wanted this here, not necessarily in this section of the chart, right? Not necessarily in that section of the chart. Now let's see. Now let's see if this area will be flipped or no, right? But again, you start to understand what you are doing in this section of the chart. You start to understand that you're counter trading the trend. So first part of the day, this was uptrending like crazy. Second part of the day, right, just before, well, not necessarily NY open, but starting with the swing failure pattern and continuing during NY open, this starts to downtrend, right? So when we see something like this, definitely one needs to pay attention to what's going on. And this, I don't like this at all. So yeah, it's not the best reaction. Let's see if we can actually get a push here. Let's see if
little bit.
Push.
Un poquito, cabrones.
Maybe just a bit, yes, like you say, maybe just a bit, but we need to see. So local golden pocket, but this area, right? So let's see if the price could actually push to that area.
I mean, even if it's just some shorts taking profits here for a little bounce, that should be good enough. Hopefully.
Yeah, because other than that, that is weakness all the way. That's weakness, which is good if you are in a short, right? If you're in a short, that's exactly what you would like to see. But let's see if we can get some sort of a move here. So yeah, the price is fighting with this high. So if not this one, that would be interesting to
TP1. Venga.
Yeah, this one, yeah, that would be nice to get the push to this area.
Okay, TP1.
Obviously, if we get a swing failure pattern here, that's like, yeah, that's weakness all the way. Another point in time, it's like, okay, we kind of understand what's going on in this section of the chart. But yeah, it is what it is. It's just part of this game. But I'm hoping for a push. Here. It's kind of, yeah, not looking that great. And that's why it is important to check what's going on with the market structure and to be able to flip your bias as soon as possible. But it's like you need just enough confirmation, but also you need to understand as soon as possible so you can actually get involved, like switching your bias from looking for more longs to switching to looking for more shorts. So that's kind of the general idea. So yeah, let's see. We're still fighting with this. Yeah, and one would like to see, I mean, this is a nice reaction, but now I would like to see follow through. If not follow through, then yeah, it's to the downside, and that's kind of the. And if it gets the price get acceptance below VWAP and below this daily, then it's kind of game over for the bulls today. I would imagine it would push to the single print, to this single print, and you know, and we go from there, right? Well, you know, that would be very, very weak from the bulls, to be totally honest. That would be very, very weak. So now let's see, let's give it some time. I said this ruined everything because I was expecting this at the first touch of this level, the confluence between the daily and VWAP. This is what I was expecting, right? Now, we didn't get that, so it is what it is. This small front runs, they are able to actually to ruin everything. Because why? And what's the story? Well, I would imagine many people are actually expecting for this. This is not so hard to understand. And they see this and they get involved, like boom, right? Trying to push the price. Then the bears, los cabrones, they start to push the price down, right? And then you don't have a good invalidation, right? And maybe you book profits, which is very, very smart, or maybe you have an invalidation. Really depends what that invalidation is. But you gotta manage this situation. And this small front run, they make everything so hard to handle. Give me this at the first touch, and that would be a bounce. And that was kind of the bounce. I was envisioning something like this, like a 0.5, 0.6% bounce. That would be something that that would be very, very, very nice.
Bang. 71.8.
Yeah, that would be very, very nice if we hit that. So that is 71. Yeah.
We'll take another TP. Pajarito.
So let's see. Well, it is
paper trading along from that VWAP and daily level touch. Let's see if we can get to 71.8.
That's 618. That's 618.
Yeah. That was a TP2.
Okay. Now if this one could actually push just a bit higher, But you see, this makes it so much harder to trade, and you need to like pay attention to what's going on. You need to have confidence in your TA, in your stuff, and yeah, let's see what will happen. Okay.
But you're right. It's so much easier to just execute while you're talking. If I don't have to talk, it's much easier. This is really good.
Yeah. Yeah, I know. No, it's really, if someone tells me this is easy, I would like to see that person trying this. And paper trading and everything, but mine is, I don't have time to, if I don't trade right now, then when would I trade? That's another 0.28% at take profit 1, and now we should hit this.
What, another take profit? Okay.
No, that was
too late. Took it.
Well, yeah. Okay.
That's 80% of the position closed.
Okay. The thing is, I closed the entire trade. Yeah. Okay. No problem. Something is something. I would have kept something for this area because
and target this. Yeah, that one. Yeah.
And now let's see what will happen in this area, because this is important. If the price, that's why I would kind of, but hey, that's a mistake. But it's a happy mistake on my side, because it's about booking profits. Because this is kind of the move that I was expecting. So this 0.6% move, 0.7, give or take, right? This is the kind of move that I was waiting for here at the small front run. Now we get it. And this should be a take profit 1, take profit 2. This should be a take profit, right? I'm not so in a rush of shorting here. Why? Because this is an important area. And everyone, if you're a trader, you need to understand that, below this level, that's weakness all the way to previous day high. And, who knows what will happen from there. That's why I was still into this idea of a long, because if the bulls, they give up this section of the chart with no fight, that would be weakness all the way. But that's why I was envisioning. Doesn't mean that this is bullish. No, this still fits into the bearish scenario. But you can still catch these moves. Obviously, it's not possible to catch all the moves, right? The entire move. Maybe you longed in this area, like myself. The price goes just a bit below, but is not invalidated the way I like to. And now let's see what do we get in this section of the chart, because the price, this, like I said, this has to be a take profit. I'm okay with the idea for the price to go somewhere in this area, so very, very close, or even touch, spend some time above. That's not necessarily a problem in my opinion. 71,870. And then if this is the bearish scenario, I would like to see a new lower low here. If we get something like this, another backtest of VWAP, and actually this backtest holds, right? So something like this, if this actually holds, followed by a new higher high. So let's say the price will do something like this. From here, the price will go somewhere in this area, and then we get the bounce, and the price actually goes here, right? Somewhere in this section of the chart, and then it goes here, followed by a new higher high. Then we switch to the bias and we look for longs. We look for basically for higher. So that's why this area is so important, and that's why I was a bit annoyed about this, but hey, I managed to catch this. Again, this is trading. Sometimes you get it almost perfect, sometimes not so much, but as long as you can squeeze something out of each move, you practice, you make some money. So it's kind of a happy situation, happy, let's say, problem, if you want to call it. Now, let's see what the price is doing in this section of the chart, right? Because, like I said, this has to be take profit, 50% or in that area, right? And now let's see, price push higher. We need to see what's going on in this section of the chart. A retracement once again to this daily and VWAP would not be the worst thing in the world. And we go from there, right? For the moment, the price is pushing, right? Okay, increases in open interest, some volume. Okay, good. It's good for the bulls. They
get to this semi-weight. Yeah. And you called it, dude.
Yeah. They are showing us that they are still around, because since the swing failure pattern, they kind of did nothing. Low, low, lower, high, low, low, lower, high, low, low, lower, high. So that is that's 2% retracement. So we need to see. We need to see what will actually happen in this section of the chart. Yeah. This has to be updated just in case we get a retracement. So roughly is giving this area, right? So yeah, so this is the move that I was hoping for, right? This was the move that I was hoping for. Kind of tricky to get involved because of the small front run. The price goes just a bit below, but overall the move is there. And now let's see what will happen in this section of the chart. Also, a short in this area would not be the worst thing in the world. And if one starts to see this level claim backtest, so basically if you see something like this, that would be your invalidation, and you can get out for maybe for a small loss, right? I mean, you can start with let's say with an entry position, right? It's better to wait for the reaction, right? So price to go here. We can see now the move is happening, right? Took just a bit longer than one expected, but longs are pushing. And now let's see if we get some sort of reaction here, or we get like more upside. But like I said, it's never a bad idea to look at these moves, right? And even if you don't get like the best entry, obviously one would like to short the absolute top and long the absolute bottom. But that in real time would be, almost impossible. So you can slowly start to ladder into a position, right? You have your invalidation, and even if, let's say, you want to use like 5 orders to fill that position, even if you fill 2 and then the setup is invalidated, then you get out for a smaller loss. Yeah, that's also the kind of a loss is never a happy problem, but you get the idea, generally speaking. So yeah, this is a place where one would book profits. This is the let's say the move that I was envisioning, right? This is the move. So now let's see. Unfortunately, I closed the entire trade here, so I don't have I don't have anything to book at take profit to. But you know, it is.
No, I closed it too. I closed it at the front run. Yeah, same. All good.
So look, the back
nice.
test of the back test of the level. This is like, yeah,
Beautiful bounce, man. What else do you want? It's perfect.
yeah. And now let's see what will actually
Jesus,
happen.
look at that precision. That's nuts, man. What the heck?
Yeah, no, usually these levels are respected very, very well. I mean, look at the level here. Get acceptance below, back test to the upside. This and this. I mean, no,
Wow.
these levels are very well respected. I can tell you that.
Nice.
They are very, very well respected. And now let's see what will happen here. I mean, you don't have to be in a rush. You understand this level could be some sort of resistance. If the price gets acceptance above, then you know it's to the upside, and who am I to to question anything? But in this situation, you book profits and you look for a short. That would be the general idea. What I would like to see, well, I would like to see basically this area once again. If the price will go here, then you know that's more than okay. I would like to see this low taken, because technically this is still the golden pocket here, like the small one, very, very small one. But you know, I like to, when I'm scalping, I like to have everything under control, right? But you know, let's see what will happen here. Okay, this is kind of the back test, and if that's the story, now we should see like a bigger drop. If this is, once again, if the market structure continues, right? This could be, again, the bullish case. This is an important area, claim this one, and then once again, it's to the upside. So I'm perfectly fine with that trading idea too. So no problem whatsoever there. Let's see what we have in terms of, okay, so longs. Okay, longs are actually opening here. Well, it's kind of longs and shorts because delta is fairly neutral. I mean, 60% positive. 2 millions. Okay. But it's like, and maybe they did. Why in the world would you want to long here into resistance where you can long in this area? Make more sense for this area where you have a daily there. You do have VWAP, right? So it makes more sense actually to long in this area rather than long into a possible resistance, long straight into this level. So I don't know, maybe the price will push. I'm not saying the price will not push. I'm not saying this is the top, right? So you can see the price is pushing. Great, no problem there. But yeah, it would be so much easier to actually to long in this area rather than long into resistance, right? This is an area that could be resistance. Prices also, because one needs to be able to see all scenarios, prices starting here to build bullish market structure, right? So up to this point in time, we've had bearish, right? And now the price is trying to flip the market structure. What could give us a very good bias? This, once again, this needs to hold as support. This needs to hold as support. If that's the story, then, you know, we could see technically, we could see the, let's see where the big golden pocket is. Okay, we could see this one. So why not? We could see this one. You'll see a lot of golden pockets on my chart, right? And now let's see what will happen here. So the price is, you know, kind of back testing this level. Now, this is a bit of FOMO in my opinion. You can see like longs are trying to push the price up here. Not a very good move in my opinion, because again, you're okay, fair enough. This is when the price is trying to claim a resistance and so on, which is okay. But other than that, also give the possibility of trap traders. And that's a bit of an issue, right? So let's see.
Yep.
Which
And
party?
it is that time of the day that I would like to ensure that the trading team gets to their short break.
Okay.
George, you want to start off with your quick summary to close the session?
Yeah, sure. So let's start with this. So basically, we are at, please allow me to hide the local stuff and the horizontals, and I only like to put the range. So we bounced from the value area low, and we are at the value area high. In between, point of control and this SNR flip level. Here, locally, the price took the liquidity, tapped value area high, swing failure pattern, and now it's to the downside, right? Building, at least in this section of the chart, building bearish market structure. Okay, fair enough. Now, if we enable the horizontals, we got back to this section of the chart. Very nice reaction so far. In between, what do we have? We have the local golden pocket, right? And once again, value area high. If this continues, so if the market structure here locally continues to lower low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and flipping levels in this process, like this one, the local SNR flip level, then have no reason to believe we will not get more upside. To the upside, levels to take into consideration. Well, if the price will start to make a new hard high here, we do have this daily 73,151. That's an untapped daily level. And just above, we do have the overall hard high 73,951. I'm always looking for a swing failure pattern there. If it comes, I'm more than happy to trade it. To the downside, because as a trader, you always need scenarios to the upside and to the downside. So to the downside, very, very, very simple. If and as long as this area is acting as resistance, then we get back to VWAP and this daily level. So that is still an important level in my opinion. But below this daily, we do have this gap to previous day high, 70,350. So that is one level, one gap, that could potentially be filled. That's why it was so important for the bulls to actually defend this level. VWAP plus this daily, 71,401. For the moment, they are doing a decent job, right? They are trying to keep the bullish market structure locally, and we need to give it time. Like I said, in this area, book profits. If you got the loan from here, book profits, 50% at least, move the stop loss at entry, and in this area, you look for shorts or no trade. If this level will be claimed, back tested, then once again, opens the possibility for more upside. And other than that, let's see what will happen today during the session. And, I'm open for both scenario, to the upside, to the end, to the downside. That will be the summary on my side.
Excellent. Victor, are you ready for your summary?
Ready, Freddy?
Okay, switching over to you and go.
Can you see my gold chart still?
Yes, we see it.
All right, let me just turn on that little. I deleted it, I guess. Okay, so the area I wanted, or I was looking for, was a secondary dip down here to the 786 area. But the reaction at the value area low was already nice. This led me to take a smaller position, but still a cheeky long that I got a little bit bored of, I should say. I don't know how to say it, but wasn't quite feeling it anymore and closed here. And if I hadn't done it, then I would have taken at least major profits or even closed it here now at weekly open and VWAP resistance. This is the resistance that this is fighting with right now. All in all, this is a little too close to an area of indecision that I don't like. If this can claim the weekly open, then a rotation to the value area high is definitely possible. That could be another thing to do. It's just exiting my favorite time range to trade. So not so cool about that. But yeah, the secondary move down did come. So that's nice to see play out, and the bounce all the way up to VWAP and weekly open. To be fair, not bad at all. Yeah. And otherwise, the other things were cheeky There was a cheeky scalp short on Bitcoin and a cheeky scalp long as well as the bounce from the VWAP, just following George's coverage as well. That's it. So those are three trades, 3 wins, but just accumulating data for today. I'm just really getting warmed up. Paper trading, no financial advice, of course. And I'm really looking forward to the rest of the week. I think it should be very interesting.
Yep, thank you for the good summary. Trade log for today so far. In the month of April, we have Wei at 5 wins and 1 loss. We got Victor coming in hot with 3 wins and no losses just yet. And George has overtaken Wei with 6 wins, 1 break even, and 1 loss so far. So yep, that's pretty much it for today's opening bell session. Gonna let the trading team take a short break before the PM session of the New York market. Sorry. If you want more real-time insights and you want to join in for tomorrow's premium opening bell session, be sure to copy your 2-week free trial of our premium membership, the Safehouse Vanguard. Link is in the description below. For the Safehouse Vanguard members still with us here today, thank you for joining in. Be sure to check out the trade review video that George has just released earlier today before the session, as well, if you have not already, the daily sit rep for today. Tomorrow at the start of the London session, the Tuesday sit rep will be out, so keep an eye out for that one. And of course, tomorrow's premium opening bell session. This is your host, Paul. Thank you all for joining us. Thank you for smashing that like button and subscribing and ringing that bell notification. It helps out the project a lot. And yeah, if you have any more questions, be sure to drop them in on Discord and the team will get right to it. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all for joining us for today's opening bell session. I hope you found it insightful and useful for your trading day. And we hope to see you in the Safehouse Vanguard real soon. All right. And any last words, Victor, George?
Just have a great day, have fun with trading, and we still have a lot left from NY session. Let's see what will happen, and other than that, I'll catch you in Discord after.
Yeah, take it easy. There's plenty of time ahead this week to do fun stuff.
All right. And this is Team Safehouse signing out.